Alright. Now this one, it's red, and it looks... He painted the hood black. When I saw the first pictures I saw of it, the hood was white, and this was white. I'm guessing that's just from the red fading away, and the white was a primer. But he painted it black. It looks alright. Got the mirrors. I'm sure they work. Kinda. I haven't looked through it since I got it last night. So what you see is what I see for first time. When I went and got and picked it up, I did not really look at it. I know these don't like to hold up, so let me hold that up. There we go. The window doesn't want to stay in its slides, or whatever you want to call them. We'll just put that right there for now. And we'll put that right there for now. That's sturdy. What are these? Oh, so is that a horn? Yeah, it's a horn of some kind. A couple of them. I don't want to sit on this. What is this? I don't know. I've never sat in a 69. And, I mean, particularly this one, I probably could have went without. It's nice. I mean, pedal. Now, when I was bringing this car right where it sits now, I noticed it doesn't want to turn right. Might be due to the frame damage. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into any of it. Like, this is the first time I've looked at it. Dash have seen better days. Cute little pony emblem. I mean, the floors, well, the floors where they were, floors aren't that bad. I'm pretty optimistic. The tunnel, other than this, which I don't see any holes, knock on rust, but other than this, the tunnel looks solid. Back floor's bad. I mean, just rivet those in and have a good day, right? The rear frame rails, when I got there, I took a glance under it when it was on the trailer, and they look solid. Now the hood came detached. That's why it's not on. But I mean, I can bolt it right back on. Under here, I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna say it's a 302. He says it runs and drives, but he had it running off a little bottle of power water, which in my words is gasoline. Radiator went bad, that's why he has that off. He said the carb's completely junk, and so is the frame rails. I'll show you where the frame rail's bad. Right down here. That's bad. Other side, not as bad, but bad. And then right past the firewall, gone. It's gone. He wet sanded this side. As you can tell, it looks like a showroom car on this side. It feels nice, real nice. But you can see the vast difference. And he left me with the opportunity to do the other half. Is this on the back? Oh, that's cool. That is neat. Pony emblem's cracked. He said the gas tank's rotted through, so it needs a new gas tank. That's little stuff. Remove everything out of here. Get a good look at the body. Even in the trunk. Oh, look at that. There must be something dead in there. Anyway, get a good look at the body. See what kind of shape we're looking at, and see if we want to put any money into it. Which, I mean, I got it, so I mean, I gotta commit, right? I forgot to mention, They gave me the original 4 rims that came off the assembly line, along with, I guess, the original hubcaps. All of them are real nice. Floor jack, that's the money maker. Tore apart the car. This is all that was in there. Got a door panel, and I don't need to name them all. License plate. Original floor mats, I'm guessing. Little tear over there as well, but I mean, I'm a sucker for original stuff like this, like little things people probably throw out. Original floor mat, and it has original spare too. That's what's on there, and it still holds air, and that's the one that didn't hold air. These seats, I don't want to describe that. They're all right. Same with these seats, they're all right. I mean, I'll clean them up and I'd sit in them. That's about it. He told me he replaced the starter, so I'm guessing this is a bad one. That's like 20 bucks at O'Reilly's right there. I'm making money off this. Radiator, he says it's bad. Oh, I just noticed, that's why it's bad. Does that go all the way through? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it goes all the way through. But the floors, the cab, I should probably take this out. Come on. Is that a vintage Mountain Dew? I'm gonna have to check the year on that. That's cool. He said he put a new coil on it, but he might have fried it. He said he doesn't have the key, so he had to bypass the key in the engine bay to start it. So that I probably still need another coil, but it's a cool looking coil. Looks vintage. I'll keep it. But the floor, I've seen worse. Let's be optimistic, guys. I've seen worse. You know, I think this was top tier back then. Cassette player, look at that. Bass boom. Wow. That's cool. What's this? What is this? Oh, that's a cigarette lighter. So what's this? Does it pull out? Oh, it does. Come on. Ashtray. There's I think a convenience light for convenient times. Pony. Glove box. Manual wind maker. Same on the other side. We got plenty of natural wind coming in. Rockers, they're solid. That's the only reason this thing's still holding on. To show you the trunk. I've never seen this. He said the gas tank was rotted, but I didn't think it was rotted. Like, look at that. That thing probably rotted back when it was parked. There's like nests in there, and it's gross. That has to come out. I've never seen that. Never. Here's the rear end. I don't know, we might just take this out, flatten it with a big flat piece of metal, throw a fuel cell in there, call it a day. I mean, just where to begin? I know where. Just we need to get her in front of this shed, move that Cherokee, back her up, move her forward right here, so I can engine hoist the engine onto an engine bay, or not engine bay, engine mount in there. So it's better Said than done, right? I can just say it, go inside and call it a day. I can't do that. Alright, I opened this little area up for me to line up the car, get an engine bay area right here, and pick it up with my hoist. The floor being damaged and the frame being damaged, and with there being a motor and transmission, it's really hard to work around, and it's a pain to move around because I can't drive it. So I'm going to pull it, put it on an engine stand, and shine her up with a wire brush. And once this is ready, I mean, yeah, ready, just maybe not restored, just ready, we'll put her back in. But should just take me 5 minutes, but we'll make that last about 5 hours. So 5 hours maybe, I don't know. I've only pulled one motor. It's an inline 6 out of a 68. Now it's a V8 out of a 69. Oh boy, it's a hot one too. It's in here. I could bring out a pizza and cook it. It's burning me up. Let me get ready to pull her out, and then hopefully it'll be entertaining. Looks like I got caught up in the moment. Forgot to record. It's fine. You know what happened. Bolt here, bolt there. Pick up, drop, pick up, drop, pick up, drop. You know, it doesn't come out smoothly. And I don't have the biggest memory in the world on that camera, nor the battery capacity for the last 3 hours it took. I don't know if that's normal. It's normal for me. She's out. Let me get her out of the way. Then you can watch me put it. Well, your guy was a little too tired to finish recording yesterday, but he got everything squared away, and well, woke up bright and early, 7 in the morning, to give you guys the tour of the aftermath. I got the shifter off because I had to take that off to pull it out. She's gone, of course. Now I can give you a real in-depth tour of why I pulled the motor and why I changed my mind. There's just really, really bad spots. I mean, I already knew this was here, and I already knew the bottom of that was gone. But this is the problem. See, that is not connected at all. This frame rail is not connected to the bottom of the car. This inner fender is the only thing holding this car together. This inner fender. Then I also saw this frame rail right here was collapsing. And then the steering right here, I put a brand new one on because the old one ripped off. It's because this steering box is not mounted correctly. Well, I mean, it is mounted correctly, but the metal rotted out to where there's a lot more tension on this little rubber piece. So now this was a waste of money. So the car doesn't turn now. It rotted out from the, well, I mean, I already knew it rotted out, but I did not know it collapsed. You can see right here. I also ripped out an engine mount getting this thing out. This one, I'd probably replace them both, honestly, since she's out. But telling by the door line, I mean, the car's still straight. So we don't have to worry about the cab being damaged quite yet. Oh, I dented this a little bit. That was bound to happen. Yeah. Well, hi guys. It's been 2 weeks since I touched this motor or touched the car. Where we left off, I was tearing it apart. Let's take this. Got the manifold, valve covers off, the old thing. I mean, it looks okay. left you guys off briefly, but I had to go do something, and there's not much I could do. I just got to thinking, like, man, that frame, that floor, I looked through it thoroughly after this, and after you guys left me, or I left you. I looked through it, and she's had a hard life. She's not looking good at all. Most people would say, oh, coupe, scrap it. I want to keep it. I want to save it somehow, but my skills and my budget's limiting me right now, and well, I'm down to only a straw's pick of options, and I found one of my options. I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit, but I think we're going to press pause on this motor and go a different route on saving this Mustang. I consider myself a pretty pro repair guy, and I don't like going to buy something new and throwing the old away. I want to get the old working again, however means necessary. I'm about to show you here in a little bit what we're going to do. Well, there you have it. Monte Carlo, Cutlass, National, nope, Cutlass, 82, get out of here. 82 Cutlass. Why would I need that for this? Well, same wheelbase, full frame, solid, running, driving, 403 V8. And I mean, I love cars. I love just about anything. You give me a Prius, I'll like it. But I like that a little more than this. And boy, wouldn't it be nice to put a Mustang on a solid frame? I mean, who does that? Not Ford. Certainly not Ford. Let me show you around her for a hot second so you can soak in how nice she is before we get ripping her apart. Like I said, she's an 82 403 automatic. Save the roof with no vinyl, half. Usually that's where you go, right here, half. Opens real nice. The tint, I'm not a fan of. I don't have the keys right now, but I mean, red interior, real soft seats. The license plate says it's last registered in 07. I believe them, because when I got it, it was cobwebs everywhere, down here, down there, back there. So I don't know if the guy before me even messed with it. What's that say? 21.2. So that's probably 121,000. Gonna guess that. Starts up. Don't have the keys. Sounds nice. I drove it around the block twice, so I know she'll get us anywhere now. Gas gauge works. I mean, it's a nice car. It is. Headliner is not present at the moment, but maybe later. Fan works. Now here's the plan to make this car a unique car. A guy was gonna keep the interior the best I can, keep it in, and the outside, 69 Mustang. I think that looked neat. And the red interior, well, with the red and green carpet too, I mean, it would look nice. It's just, I want to make this thing look flush. You open the door, it's like, whoa, this belongs. By the way, crotch vent, love it. I love it. Oh. But like I said, not done yet. Hold on, let's pop the hood. I think it's popped. Very clean. Gotta say, it's very clean. He says there's some bearing noises when you rev it real high. I haven't heard them. I haven't even ran it that long. I just knew I wanted the frame. That's all I knew. But it runs and drives nice. But we don't want to get attached to it, guys. If we got any G-body fans, you might want to, I might leave like a timestamp or something so you guys don't have to watch this, but we're gonna get her apart as quick as we can. Probably unbolt the whole front end, take doors off. Maybe not the doors, because I want to save this interior. I want to keep it and put it in there. And for the Mustang, we're gonna have to cut a lot off. I mean a lot. The floor's coming out, the frame's coming out. I'm not gonna do much measuring because I don't want to disappoint myself to see it not fit. But this is all gonna be gone, like the floors and the back, center, front, gone. Which shouldn't be hard. Just a couple grinder discs and sawzall blades. Later, we'll have ourselves a cute little body swap. It's a nice hood. If anyone needs any Jeep body parts, let me know. You have to probably come get them. I don't know, I might cut them up before the video. I was probably gonna haul this car out in pieces in the back of my van. Sounds kind of insane, doesn't it? Like, oh, I'm a car who's left my property in pieces in the back of my van. Taking off these bolts in the inner door or behind the fender. You know where I'm at. Just looking back, Mustang talking to me like, oh, don't mess up my frame now, you hear? It's like, I won't. And I already figured out a name sitting in here. I was thinking put Olds, then Stang. Have the S, then T-A-N-G, Old Stang. Put it right there. Yeah. Maybe get one of those Mustang wheels that has a pony on it. That'd be real nice. I don't drink this. Coconut berry. Oof. Don't drink that. Drink original. Alright. Let's get this fender finished up. I just wanted to mention that before I forget, because I will forget to mention that is her name. That is going to be her name. Old Stang. 403 Mustang. Oh, it sounds cool. Hopefully it's not as hard as it sounds to do. Just, cut everything off. I measured the inner rocker to inner rocker, and it measures the same. Forget the measurement, but it measures the same. So let's go. Oh man, the guy's tired. What's this? So I was thinking just cut the rockers off, keep the inner rocker wall, and then just mount the Mustang onto the inner rockers of this. If that makes sense, I don't know. But once I start doing it, hopefully it'll make sense, and hopefully I'm not confusing myself on how to do this. Hopefully, I don't know. Good old Sawzall. Good. Really good at cutting stuff that can't be undone by, I don't know, unscrewing it because it's old. But got the fender in front of it. I say this is how the front end's gonna look good. Look when we do the body swap. I measured these gaps, the inner, I guess you'd call them inner fender. I measured them to the Mustang, and it looks like we can keep them on. We don't have to do any modifications. They won't be in the way. Same with these, which is good. Now, when measurements are measured right, like, when they measure perfect, and it's all fine and dandy, but sorry, totally forgot where I was at. I had a phone call. but measurements kind of fit just right in the engine bay. The problem is the window seal on the Mustang to this don't fit, and once I put it down from my measurements, the Mustang's front, like right here, would be right here, right on the dash, and then by the time it gets down here, it'll be probably like right here, which, I mean, as long as the cab is sealed from the environment, I'm okay. But you got like window vents right here, you know, and the guys kind of wants the defoggers. I don't want to have to like modify anything. I was just hoping, you know, my dumb self, I was just hoping it all just fit. But the wheel wells back here, I'll show you. Wheel wells on the Mustang from well right there to right there, it's 44, and this is just a little bit over 44, which is nice because I was planning to just cut along the line here and leave all the floor front to back. And since that one's a little smaller, it'll sit right on top of this one. I'll just have to cut the wheel well probably to adjust for this bump, because I think the Mustang goes a little shallower, so I think the Mustang will sit nice, and as long as I cut it nice, it'll look okay. That's all the measurements I took so far. I don't want to make too many measurements because if a lot of stuff's not adding up, I won't want to do it. But you know, if I just force myself to do it and like have the body on there and see a lot of things wrong, I'll fix it. But if I know there's a lot of things wrong and I haven't done it yet, I won't do it. But I'll have to figure out how to get this bumper off eventually. I don't think it'll look good on the Stang over there at all. But probably just saws all this off right here. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably do that, saws all it off. Once I get some more blades, it's the only blade I got, and it looks as bad as my Mustang right now. Jeez Louise. But let me get this covered up. Okay, let me get this covered up. I think I'm done cutting for today. I don't got enough blades. And next week I want to try to put bricks, picking this up, get the wheels off the ground, and then what we'll do is we'll cut along the inner fender here, but keep enough to hold the fender on, cut the whole bottom out, cut the whole radiator support off. I'm gonna try to pick it up with the fender and grill on, because I mean, I don't want to realign them because they look pretty lined up and I'm lazy. And then, like I said, the rockers, inner rockers, measure up perfectly. So if I just keep the inner rocker wall on that car and keep this one on this car, I could probably just you know, keep the full rocker here. All I keep on that car is the inner rocker wall, and then I'll connect them by inner rockers right here. Then all this floor is going to be cut out. The wheel wells in there are going to stay. I'm going to cut the man, I just cannot think on the fly right now. Rear seat frame right there. But I'm going to keep the frame in here because we're going to keep the door panels. Hopefully it'll mesh up nice. I'm gonna have to also remove all of the dash, all of it, even the frame behind there. I'll probably do that off camera because boy is that gonna be a pain. I might do that next weekend as well, see how much cutting I get done, see if I get any cutting done. I was supposed to work on this old rig this weekend, but a guy got it easy and all I had to change was a fuel filter, and she's running good again. But yeah, small price for a donor car. I'm sorry for you G-body owners or G-body fans. I've never owned one myself. I gotta say, I want one again, not for this particular reason, but they keep and not cut up. But the guy sold me, I think, basically a limit. I traded a Montego for this rig right here, and he gave me these wheels instead of the nice chromy wheels. Okay, that's fine, but he had to cut corners and not even give me enough lug nuts. What guy does a guy like that? I don't know. He probably wouldn't be happy to see what I'm doing to his car. Maybe he is, I don't know. Maybe he wanted to... It smells like death in here, by the way. You can't smell it, but I'll let you know. Like in the door frame, like right here, if you got your head right here, your noggin, I think it's one of the vents. I do. But I wish a cup holder was in here. Because I mean, look at this. This is as comfy as it looks. It's soft. It's clean. You press the button. I'm in love with this interior. Like, I want to like keep it so bad. So I'm gonna try whatever I can. I might even find a remanufactured or a better looking steering wheel, because it looks like it was like a two-tone, like had a grip right here and then nice. You see what I mean? Like, I don't think this went all the way around. I don't know. I'll have to look a picture up. A tilt steering wheel as well. I thought that was real cool. That's probably like a special feature back in the 80s. Now you got it in everything. If you don't have it, you're like outdated. Turn signals. I think that's the brights and dimmers. I think this is the brights and dimmers. I'm not sure. I haven't played with this car too much. Those are all your check engine lights. Like, I'm guessing brakes, fuel, temp. Well, there's your temp. But I mean, like, if you're going hotter, I guess. Someone snagged a radio out. Yeah, when I went and looked at this car, I only looked at, like, I went all the way down Columbus, about an hour and a half from me. And all I did was look at the outside. I said it was solid. I peeked my eyes underneath. Saw the frame looked great. I heard it run. I heard him throw it in gears. I saw the interior, and that's what kind of changed my mind. Like, man, I'll keep this interior, and I'll just change the body. I mean, the rear seats are nice, and it's red, just like the Mustang. I'll have to change the carpet. I mean, that's not the tint on the window. That's green. That's green carpet. It's even right here. I don't know if that's mold or dirty, but it's not something I want to look at. It's visually not appealing. Whether it's dirty or not, it's just not appealing. Get that clock working. We got a long road ahead of us, and I don't know if it's gonna be a one video or not, because I'm gonna try to cut down a lot of this. I'm hoping this is just a long rant where I can just explain everything. But you know, interior's basically gonna be the same, but just kind of mix it in with the pony vibe. Maybe change the steering wheel center to like a pony. Put the old Stang emblem right there. Put a radio in it. That's about it, because this is a nice cruiser. I don't know if it's gonna even be performance. It might be. I want to put the, you know, cab, and down the road, or maybe after I do it, I might put the fastback quarter panels on. I don't know how hard it is to install the cab. We're gonna find out. But if it's as easy as I think it's going to be, I'm just gonna install the fastback roof, fastback quarter panels, and we'll look real nice in this. Be real nice. Man, I don't know if you guys are in love with this interior as I am, but I am in love. Let's see what we can get done next week. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited. If you G-Body guys are not excited, hopefully I put a timestamp in to where I'm not cutting this apart and you guys can just watch me lower that, or you probably left by now. Yeah. This, by the way, before you guys go, I don't know if I told you, this told me is last registered in 07. Cool. Neato. I'm gonna have to remove a few things if I'm gonna make that dash fit here. One of those things being the dash. So I'm gonna have to remove this before I start cutting. The guy's a little too excited to cut up a Mustang. I don't know if that's something to worry about or if that makes me feel like I'm confident I know what I'm doing. Probably neither one. I should probably worry and I should understand I don't know what I'm doing. Don't do this unless you know what you're doing. If anyone wants a dash, let me know. I got one. Pretty mint condition, not gonna lie. Steering works as good as the frame's condition is. I mean, yep, hard left is not what she did. More like left it where it was. I'll be here all night. Someone's not gonna like me breaking that. Well, I tried to unbolt as much as I could, but I mean, we're gonna eventually cut out this whole firewall all the way up to the window, so I had to cut out the steering. Some of the bolts were just too annoying, but got a glove box, oh, not glove box, cluster, still kind of intact. I didn't cut too much of it, nor did I cut too much of this. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't turn on the fan. Look at that, what a mess. I'll get cutting this whole floor out here now. It shouldn't be too hard, just a little elbow grease and a lot of blades. And I went through a lot of blades too, because I bump into something like back behind this and it bends the blades. Like, well, that's done for. So let's continue and see how far we can get. Little update, got the front floor out. Nothing's collapsed on me. I didn't want to collapse. Next, I'm gonna try to get the front inner fenders above the frame rail. I'll show you what I mean. There's a little warpage, but we're not gonna worry about that. As long as we get the cab on, I'm happy. I can order new fenders if these get a little dented or work around them. I mean, dents build character. Okay, let me try to line this up. Probably like right up here. And go right above here. And walk it all the way around. That's what I was gonna try to do. But because I want to try to avoid all this thick metal. But we'll see what happens. I got high hopes. I want to keep something so the fender can hook onto something. So we'll see. Once I'm done with that, we'll take the rest of that floor out. I might show you this once I'm done, or I'll show you all this once I'm done. We'll see. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. After a long... What? Stop. After a long, tedious cutting process, got the cap off. I didn't record much of it. I was too busy cutting. Didn't have really the want to record it because I'm not used to it. But all I've got, I need to get the rockers off. This little A-pillar here down. Then I should be able to glove this on pretty well. I got a few things I still need to do with this. I need to take some more of this metal off right over here where the ventilation was for the front window. But as you can see, it's all gone. It might fit, I don't know. I gotta do the rest of this cutting. Then I'm gonna use an engine hoist to pick this up. Probably wrap a chain around the roof, pick it up, take the blocks out. I'll try to drive this under. It still drives. Drive it under, and if all goes well, just set it down. And mounting it, we won't worry about that till we get there. But let's get there first, then we can worry about it. Well, it's been a couple months since the last clip. What happened was it was getting a little chilly, and I didn't want to let it sit there on my property. I wanted it on someone else's for the winter. And here she is. I kind of threw it together. Well, I didn't throw it together. I planted her. She fits well from the measurements. She's just stuck on a few things. She probably needs to go down another foot before she starts to look more like a car. But I am surprised on the alignment here, on how it looks. As you can see, it just about pretty much lines up. Wheelbases, from what I saw on Google, line up. So it should line up. The G body had a longer tail than the Mustang. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to cut more of this off, and even cut some of the frame off that's protruding back here. I'll have to remove the gas tank before I do that, or else I'm gonna probably light something up. I have it tarped for now, and it's only me here, so I don't want to take it off and have to put it back on by myself. Anyway, doors, I believe they open, don't break, don't fold. There we go. Well, I'll just take you a peek inside. I had that fixed, and then we started moving it. As you can see, I still managed to keep the dash in there, but we might have to modify a lot of things to get it to function like a car. But it seems to be lining up pretty nice. You can see I kept the inner rocker on the Cutlass, and the rocker for what's left is still there on the Mustang. So I'm gonna find the time once it's down on to weld it on once it's all fitted. Then she should be able to drive without the body wanting to fly off. It's gonna be a nice little but the body, well, the front of the body, the fenders and such, since I took off the frame and a lot of the inner fender, the body lines didn't hold up well. But that's fine, that's fine. Once I get it down on, I'm gonna just have to put some mounts on the front to pick up the front end a little bit. That body line will show right up again. I think I took enough of your guys' time today, or I think I think we're gonna end it here. It's too chilly to be working on her, so I don't want to prolong this video any longer than it has to. So once it warms up, be sure to look out for the finishing of this. Well, we'll finish putting her on, getting her running, and maybe drive her around a couple miles and see what blows up. Never know. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and want more.